Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're taking a look at Star Wars The Vintage Collection from the Ahsoka TV show Professor Huyang 1/18 scale action figure. Here he is inside the packaging. I love the packaging art. It looks fantastic. The card back looks very nice. It's very cool. There's the back of the packaging. This is VC311. And here's the UPC if it helps you guys at all. Alright, here's Professor outside the packaging. The first thing I noticed about when I got the figure in the card was how thin these legs were. I was wondering about his stability and how well he was going to stand without a stand, which we don't get included. So, but as you can see, surprisingly, it stands quite well. Well, it does. So yeah, for the most part. Yeah, it is what it is with this kind of overall design, but it surprisingly stands better than I expected. The overall aesthetics of the figure looks pretty good. Eyes are painted like a copper. Spanning across the top here. Top of his dome. I mean, he looks like the character from the show. This is more softer than I expected. This isn't as like stiff as I was thinking it was going to be, so that's pretty cool for flexibility and utilizing your articulation, so that's pretty cool. The lower level of the body, some nice sculpting throughout the arms, and he has a backpack that's already pre-installed. It's removable. Has like these little pieces here on his back, kind of hugs the this little piece here. That's pretty cool how that fits in there, so I can just cradle it on there. Nothing is movable on the actual backpack currently. That's pretty cool. So the range of motion and articulation of the figure is definitely going to be in question because of the robotic nature and design of the figure. You can look down pretty decently. Up to side on a ball joint. It will rotate 360. The arms raise up past the T pose. That's pretty good. Obviously they will rotate around 360. There's rotation at the elbow, 360, and you do get a better than 90 degrees. For the wrist, we just have rotation. It's like a pigged in. Just so thin on the hands. I don't think there's a place for a joint for the in and out or up and down on the figure. There's just the rotation there. So for the lower chest area, you got that side to side, back and forth, pretty good range. Rotation there, rotation at the waist also. Now for the lower level of the Professor, he can get a pretty good split. We have the thigh rotation there. Does robots or droids have thighs? Can he sit? Sure. We can put him in our new ghost that we're going to be getting sometime this year, hopefully, from the HasLab. That'd be great. His knees do have articulation. Single joint, not fully 90, but I mean, it should do the job for his overall design. If you do pivot down, a pivot up, and there's no rotation around the ankle at all. There is a rotation here at the thigh. Basically, it's going to take the whole leg to get all the way around. So that's pretty good. So it comes with 4 accessories. There's this little data pad. There's no color, which is a shame. Nice sculpting though. There's a lot there that we could bring out if they actually have some type of coloring to the overall data pad. Pretty cool. Can he hold it? It's a good question. Sure, you can do that. Not too bad. You get a little bit of that looks good. It's like he's actually looking at it. That's pretty cool. And then he has, it's like a type of a lightsaber maybe, or some type of tool. Not sure. Again, really just like an off-white color piece of plastic. Definitely a little device. Very small. So the Professor comes with 2 additional accessories, which is these type of mechanical arms, grabbing tools. I'm not sure what you want to call them. But what's really cool about this is they have these little pegs on them, and I'm guessing that you got to remove this backpack, and then more than likely have to remove, because these are like the folded up versions of the actual arms, and then you can peg that, I guess, in either side, right? Yeah. So if you want them on the lower level, if you want them on the upper level, you can do that. Or if you want to mix and match them. I got them on the wrong side. That makes any sense. Things reverse when you're looking through the camera almost. Okay, so that's the upper level of those mechanical arms. And then put out the way. They still seat in there pretty good, so that's awesome. But it looks like it kind of hit the head. Since there's no articulation like to where you can fan them out, it's just pretty much behind the head. So upper level is kind of useless installed on his back. Now, I'm betting this is just pointless. But we're going to try it. It's just kind of... So these come around his waist, which I don't think it's going to happen. Can you fit the figure in there? Kind of pushes out on it. No. So you can't even use them if you come underneath his arms like this without, stretching his joints pretty good. So assuming that those can only be used from the back end, like so. Obviously you're going to have to flip them around, but that's unfortunate because I was really hoping that would look pretty good. And obviously you're going to have to remove this to put that on because of that little pieces on his back. They go in pretty easily. Then you can move him up and down on his back like this, so he could be working from behind. I was really hoping this dude came around the front so you could use them as like additional arms for display purposes. But so there's the higher level from the back. It's definitely disappointing. Thought that'd be cool. And there's a lower end of those. You can move them up and down pretty much only, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. At least you got some kind of options there for 1/18 scale figures are pretty much not getting the attention they deserve from Hasbro anymore. On the Star Wars Vintage Collection and the overall G.I. Joes, for one thing, in my opinion. Especially, where is all the other Bad Batch characters for the 1/18 scale? We just got Hunter and that's it. So there's many different ways to collect out there, but everybody's trying to have like the definitive character. So you try to pick out the best of all the the single character you have, the best of all the options for the figures that are offered. So I kind of picked up right now my more or less movie version of Ahsoka. This is what I use. So here's how she compares to Professor Huyang. Looks pretty good, I think, in scale. Here's the bill. Now all we need now is her ship from the show, which would be over $100 if they ever offered that, or some type of HasLab. But she looks pretty good with him, and I think it gets the job done for 1/18 scale representation of the characters. So let me know what you guys think about this figure. For me, it's okay. Everything's pretty good. Stability, the design, the sculpt. It's Professor Huyang from the show. The backpack, I think, needed a little more attention. We needed some more joints, more articulation in the arms, so we can have more movability in the actual armages, whatever you want to call it. And so, yeah, or maybe even like have an extra pair so you can have 4 of those. Would be pretty cool. But Who knows what we'd pay for if we had 2 more little accessories. Not too bad. So there it is. Pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. And we'll see you in our next review.